In this video, we will discuss an activity that helps teams identify possible causes for a problem using the 5 whys approach. For many teams, one of the most difficult tasks in seeking change is deciding the right place to start. What is the true reason we are having this outcome? Where exactly is this process going awry and why? For example, consider a situation where you are working on a project, and your team is starting to worry that the project is falling behind schedule. Your team wants to prevent more delays, but is not sure where to start. In a meeting, one team member mentions that they believe progress is stalling because some people on the team are not motivated, and perhaps they do not understand the importance of the project. Consequently, they are not making it a priority. The team member proposes holding a brainstorming session to discuss all the ways this project could make an impact on the healthcare system. This information could then be communicated widely to help the team prioritize the project. A second member of the team notes that while this may be part of the issue, they know many of the team members are very passionate about the project, and taking additional time to schedule and conduct the meeting may cause further delays. The team member suggests that it might be helpful to determine some of the primary reasons or root causes for the delays that are occurring. This scenario presents an opportunity to use what is often referred to as the 5 whys exercise. The 5 whys exercise can create both a deeper understanding of a specific problem and identify potential new solutions to help teams reach a desired goal. It is an approach where a team repeatedly asks why, in order to sequentially refine and clarify a root cause or causes of a problem. This prevents teams from jumping to conclusions and missing key factors. Without a proper root cause analysis, teams might focus on the wrong issues, which can deplete resources and overshadow more effective solutions. Going back to the example, the team first needs to agree on the problem they are experiencing. The problem statement should be clear, concise, and agreed upon by all team members. One member states that the research project has fallen behind schedule for 8 out of 10 weeks, causing major delays toward completion. Next, the team members should ask the first why. Why is the project behind schedule? The team should suggest some potential answers to the why question to find one that seems to resonate well with the group. In this case, the team might agree that because tasks are not being completed on time is a good response. Then the team should ask why to this statement. In other words, why are tasks not being completed on time? This should kick off another round of suggestions that leads to something like, because team members are missing deadlines. Notice that the answer to this first why leads to the second why. It is important to note that for the entire process, the next why builds off the previous statement, and the team does not return to the original problem statement. Instead, each successive why continues to dig deeper to a root cause of the problem. Returning to the example, the team should attempt to go another level and ask, why are team members missing deadlines? Because they are unsure about their individual responsibilities. Why are they unsure about their responsibilities? Because there was no clear communication of who is responsible for what tasks. Why was there no clear communication? Because the project plan was not shared widely beyond a few people, and there was no meeting to clarify roles among the full team. Arriving here, the team is able to see that the issue is probably not due to a lack of team member motivation. Instead, it is likely due to limited project planning and communication. Your team discusses, if we shared the project plan and clarified roles, would this help address the problem? They agree this would likely have a major impact on their ability to get project elements completed faster. Sometimes, in order to find a root cause, teams only need to ask the question of why 5 times. However, that's not always the case. Teams might need to ask more than 5 times, or it might take less than 5 times to get to a root cause. The key is to keep asking until you believe you have reached the root of the problem. Zero in on the last why. If fixing it would prevent the problem from happening again, you have likely found a root cause. If not, the team has identified a contributing factor and should keep asking why until the true root cause is found. By using the 5 whys, your team was able to discover a root cause of their problem. Now they can build tangible ideas to take action, like creating and sharing a detailed project plan to help prevent future delays. In summary, the 5 whys is an exercise that helps teams quickly, efficiently, and acutely examine a specific aspect of a less complex issue. Drilling down to the root cause helps teams develop effective interventions to fix the problem. For more complex issues, another tool, the fishbone diagram, sometimes referred to as a cause and effect or an Ishikawa diagram, helps teams in visualizing problems that are likely to have multiple potential causes. This will be discussed in a separate lesson.